Okay, guys, today's grammar lesson is about was and were. So last week we took the verbs is and are. Okay, we said that is and are verbs that we use when we said that verbs is and are. All right. Last week we took two verbs. They're called is and are. Okay. Right? We said is and are used when we are going to tell about someone, something, or a place. Okay, so when we want to tell or describe a person, place, or thing in the present, we use is and are. Right? Okay, so is and are used in the present tense to tell about a person, place, or thing. Right? Like, for example, the girl is tall. I'm telling you about a girl. The school is closed. I'm telling you something about a place. The bug is small. Okay, I'm telling you about a thing. So, okay, this is all in the present tense. When do we use is and when do we use are? We use is when we tell about one person or place or thing. Okay, and when do we use are? We use are when we tell about more than one person, place, or thing. The dogs are cute, right? The teachers are in class. Okay, so here I'm telling about more than one thing and more than one person. We can also say the schools are big. So here it shows you that we use is when the subject or the sentence is about one thing, one person, or one place. But the are is used when we tell about more than one thing or more than one person. Okay, and they are used in the present. Today, we will learn how to use was and were. So when do we use was and were? Was and were are like, okay, was and were is like is and are, okay? But when do we use them? We use them in the past tense, okay? So the verbs was and were are used in the past tense when something already happened. Okay, the same thing. Instead of using is, we will use was. The verb was tells about one person, place, or thing. So if I want to tell about one person or place or thing, but in the past, I use was. Okay, so when do we use were? We use were when we tell about more than one person, place, or thing, also in the past. Okay, so if I want to say the ball was dirty, the ball is only one ball, was dirty. So that means the ball was dirty already, something that already happened. Okay, the boys were wet. The boys were wet. So when do we use was and when do we use were? In the past tense. Like yesterday, the ball was dirty. Last week, the boys were wet. Okay, so something that already happened. So in the present tense, we use is and are, but in the past tense, we use was and were. So we use was and were when we want to tell about people or place or thing, but in the past. Okay? Let's see if you guys understand. Okay, I want you to get your textbook and open to page 138 and let's try to answer together. All right? Okay, number 1, 6 eggs. Okay, 6 eggs were in the nest. Okay, what are we telling about? We're telling about 6 eggs. Okay, is that singular or plural? That's plural, more than one. So 6 eggs were in the nest. So we use 6 when we tell about more than one, we use were. 6 eggs were in the nest. What about number 2? Jen. Jen was or were by the plant. Jen is the name of a girl. That means she's only one person. So when there's one person, what do we use? Was. Jen was by the plant. Okay, the cups. The cups, is that one or more? More. So what will we use? Were. The cups were full. Okay, number 4. The girl was or were glad. The girl, how many girls? Only one. So what will we use? Was. Okay, again, 6 eggs were in the nest. Jen was by the plant. The cups were full. The girl was glad. So when the sentence is about one person or place or thing, we use was. If it's more than one person or place or thing, we use were. Okay, when do we use was and were? In the past tense. Okay, and I will mention it for you in the question. All right? Okay, it says here, draw a circle around was or were to complete each sentence. Again, we must pay attention to see what the subject or who the sentence is about. Is it one or more? The fox pups. Okay, we said the word pups means baby fox. The fox pups, this is plural, so we will choose were. The fox pups were under a stump. Number 6, the fox pups. Again, plural, we use the fox pups were out of their den. Okay, why do we use were here? Because the sentence is about more than one pups, more than one thing. The fox pups. Here, number 7, one little fox were good. One, we choose was. One little fox was a pest. Okay, so here for 7 and 8, we chose was because it tells about one little fox, only one fox. Okay, for 9 and 10, it says here, draw a line under the noun for each picture. We will look at the picture and draw a line under the noun. Okay, here it's pointing at her foot. Is it foot or feet? Only one here, so that would be foot. Here, it's pointing at his mouth. So is that tooth or teeth? I would choose teeth. Okay, let's check our answers. This is for 131, and this is for 132. Okay? See you guys next time.